Welcome to Mr. V Teaching Math. In this session, we're going to be looking at the division of fractions. I'm going to start with a chocolate bar, and I want to divide it into quarters. So I take my chocolate bar, and I divide it into quarters. Now, how many pieces does that turn into? Well, I have 4 pieces right here. You can see them. I divided it into quarters. I have 4 pieces now. A lot of people get confused. When you're dividing, isn't the number supposed to get smaller? Well, not when you're cutting it into small pieces. So it actually gets bigger because I'm taking a whole chocolate bar and cutting it up into quarters. I get 4 pieces. And that's the first thing to keep in mind. That's how this works. But I want you to notice something else. What if I took this and I flipped it upside down? And I times instead. 1 times 4 is 4. This is called a reciprocal, when you take a fraction and flip it upside down. In other words, dividing a fraction is exactly the same as multiplying its reciprocal, or the fraction flipped upside down. So what does that mean? If I'm doing this kind of question, 2 divided by 3/4, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to multiply by 4/3. And I'm going to make it 2 over 1 because that's the same thing as 2. And I'm going to multiply 8/3. Of course, this is an improper fraction. Now I've got to turn it into 2 2/3. But to divide, flip the fraction and multiply. That's how you solve division questions with fractions.